students, today we will be doing the grade 8 physics lesson forces and movement. You know, an object will not change its velocity unless there is an unbalanced force. What is an unbalanced force? Let me explain like this. Here I have taken an object. From this side I will be applying 5 Newton and from this side you will be applying 5 Newton. You can see these two forces are equal in size. When there are two equal forces from opposite directions, the object will not move, which means it is an balanced force. In second figure we can see from this side I have applied 5 newtons and from this side you have applied 10 newtons. So the two forces are different, which means it is an unbalanced force. When there is an unbalanced force, the object will start to move. It will start to move from right to left. And now let's talk about acceleration. Acceleration of an object or the movement of an object depends with two factors. The first one is the size of the force. The second one is the mass of the object. Let's see how the size of the force is going to affect the acceleration. Here I have taken two objects with same masses. The force I have applied for these two figures are different. For the first figure or the first object I have applied 100 newtons and for the second object I have applied 200 newtons. From these two arrowheads you can understand that this object has moved a less distance related to this, which means when the force is low, the acceleration is low. When the force is high, the acceleration of the object is high. We can conclude this as force is directly proportional to acceleration. So now let's discuss the mass of the object, how is going to affect the acceleration. Here I have taken two objects with two different masses, but the force I have applied is same, it is 50 Newton. And what about the arrowheads? In first one I have showed a shorter one, in second one I have showed a little bit lengthy arrowhead, which means when the mass of the object is higher, the acceleration of the object will be lower. In here, when the mass of the object is lower, the acceleration of the object will be higher. So we can conclude that as acceleration is inversely proportional to mass. With related to these two formulas, we can create one common formula as force is equals to mass into acceleration. We can use this formula to do our calculation in order to find force, mass or the acceleration. That's all for today, students. Let's meet with another video. Thank you and God bless you.